So hello students, welcome back. It's been little long. I hope you guys are all are doing fine. So please stay safe. So we have been studying so many important topics from this chapter. So we also learned about biodiversity and a lot of interesting factors, interesting things from this chapter. So likewise today we are also going to study and discuss an important topic that is related to the biodiversity. So if you look at the picture, you must have already figured out that we are going to study something that is causing trouble or problem to the nature or biodiversity. Yes, the topic that we are going to discuss today is threats to biodiversity. So what are threats in simple if you ask me? Threats means in definition, it is a source of danger, like it is a source of danger or a source that is causing harm or danger to something. So likewise, let us go and figure out what are the sources that cause trouble and danger to the biodiversity. Is in 17th position in terms of biodiversity. That is why our country is known as 17th mega biodiverse country around the world. So though we are in this position, though we have a lot of diverse animals and plants, our biodiversity is facing a lot of threats due to a lot of activities. For example, natural causes such as floods, and cyclones, and other natural causes that cause problem and danger to the biodiversity. And apart from this, though natural causes also causing a lot of troubles to the biodiversity, human activities both directly and indirectly it affects the biodiversity. How it affects directly and indirectly, if you see, if you look at this forest is directly being affected by the human activities such as deforestation. So they go and cut down all the trees in this forest slowly. They will remove all the plants, all the trees from that environment. So this finally leads to the habitat loss. And indirectly, how do they contribute in the habitat loss as well as biodiversity loss? If you ask me. So the best example I can give you is turtles are being killed every day due to fishing activities. It's not actually directly being killed because sometimes the fishermen they might lose their net due to water currents, or sometimes they throw ropes and other waste debris into the ocean. So this goes and entangles the turtles and other sea creatures. Finally, this leads to the loss of biodiversity because turtle is also a part of biodiversity, right? So the lot of turtles have been killed because of this fishing activities indirectly by humans. So this all of finally leads to the habitat loss and biodiversity loss. So apart from human activities, not apart from human activities, if you look at human activities, another important practices that causes threat to the biodiversity is agriculture practices such as fragmentation. So what is fragmentation if you ask me? So if you look at this picture, you can clearly see here in this region you can see a dense forest, but in if you look at here and here, you can see the patches of forest, which means you can clearly see these regions were previously were a forest, but due to human activities, agriculture practices, they have cut down trees in this region and left out few patches. So this type of activities is known as fragmentation, like you leave some fragments of the forest. And degradation, such as like in previous picture we saw like at least few patches of the forest were there, but in here if you look at it, they will slowly destroy the entire region. This is what they call degradation. So they will slowly cut down all the trees from this forest and implement agricultural practices. And apart from this, other human activities such as extraction. In extraction, the major process such as mining, overfishing, logging, and harvesting, all these are contributing in the loss of biodiversity. And another major important threat, if you look at it, development of many industrial and other associated infrastructure. such as bigger companies, nuclear plants, paper mills, and so many other industrial infrastructure that cause threats to the biodiversity because they release lot of pollution into the atmosphere. At the same time, the region or the place they implement this infrastructure is where previously a forest or another must have been another important biodiversity hotspot. But because of this industrial development, all these regions were destroyed, and this finally leads to the habitat loss and biodiversity loss. That is why it has been openly told that humans are the major cause and threats to the habitat loss and biodiversity loss. So this kind of activities finally leads into the small formation of isolated and scattered population, and that finally leads to the endangered that finally leads to the species into endangered list. For example, if you look at the elephants, you all know that elephants population are very less when compared to other mammals, as they are already in less numbers, but due to this habitat destruction, what happens, this population is again forced to get scattered into, they'll be separated into two small population, and they'll be forced to move into different region where they can get food. So this is why human activities are very much causing trouble to the biodiversity, and that finally leads to the endangering of other species such as dugong, which is sea cow, and some monkeys and donkeys. But sadly, all the species that I've mentioned here are endemic to our country. Let us see other threats apart from humans. So what are other threats? If you, the best thing you can say is diet and specialized habitat requirement. So what do you mean by diet? For example, if you look at many bigger size animals such as elephant in terrestrial environment and whale in water environment, they all are bigger in size already. So they require lot of region to survive. I mean, the huge region is required for them to survive, to eat, to forage, and to do reproductive process and so many other purposes. So by size itself, they look very huge. So they need huge amount of food. They need huge amount of region uh, to obtain the necessity of life such as food, cover mates, and do other small mammals when compared to other mammals. So if you look at lions, the habitat of the lion, if you take, I mean the home for the lion, it has been considered around 100 square kilometer. So within this 100 square kilometer, the lion goes hunt, feed, forage, and do productive process. So, as I told you earlier, when you take mammals, they need specialized dietary needs because there are many other mammals that are completely carnivores and other mammals which are completely frugivores. Frugivores means the animals that eats fruits, right? So this again puts them into danger because if you destroy their habitat, if you destroy their region, what happens? A lot of other species, like for example, if you take lions, they depend on deers to hunt. So when you destroy their habitat, like a lot of deers will be dead. So finally, that will put into a threat or risk for lions because the less number of deers are there means that the survival of the lions also will get affected. Likewise, frugivores means like fruit eating animals. They totally eat fruits, which means like they cannot go and eat other fruits like omnivores. Omnivores means whatever food is available they can eat. The best example I can give you is crow because it eats anything. It eats food, it eats meat, it eats rotten material. Anything you provide, it eats because it has to survive. So unlike omnivores, these frugivores, they totally depend on fruits to survive. So when you destroy a lot of trees, what happens? They will ultimately die because they have no other source to go and eat, right? So that is why human activities and destruction of a lot of plants will leads into the extinct or endanger of many species. So another important factor when you consider as a threat is low reproductive rate. So what do you mean by low reproductive rate means? Like if you look at elephant and bigger mammals like whales, they reproduce twice in a year. I mean like sorry, once yeah. For example, if you look whales, they give birth every 2 years, and if you look at elephant, it takes 22 months to give birth. So which is quite longer than other species, right? So already they are in less number, like their population already is in less number. So when you destroy their habitat also, so it will highly put them into danger. So that is why we say that a lot of species are being forced into endanger due to the human intervention, due to the human activities. So this is about the introduction of the chapter. So threats to the biodiversity. We'll be studying in detail about one by one in our future videos, such as habitat loss, pollution and pollutants, climate change, introduction of alien or exotic species, overexploitation of resource, intensive agriculture and aquaculture practices, hybridization, natural disaster and co-extinction, and industrialization, urbanization. So in my next video, what I'll be talking is, I'll be briefly explaining about habitat loss, pollution and pollutants, climate change. So I hope you guys have already understood whatever I taught you earlier. So none of them are pretty difficult or something very complicated to understand. So so for whatever I do was very easy. Anyone can understand. That's why like I spoke majorly in English. So like it didn't require a lot of attention to understand. Like it was like a story. I hope you guys have already understood. If you still have any doubts, please contact me. I'll always there to help you guys. Thank you.